Hop plants are grown almost exclusively for the brewing industry, where raisins and essential oils from female cones are used for beer aroma, bitterness, and stability. Slovenia is the fourth largest hop producer in the EU and the sixth largest in the world, producing roughly 2,600 tons of hops on 1,600 hectares. After the autumn tillage, a 40 to 50 centimeters wide ridges remain in the hop field. In the spring, the plants are fertilized with phosphorus and potassium fertilizers, and ridges are leveled together with applying fertilizers to the soil. Plant rhizomes are uncovered afterwards and pruned, which is one of the most important agrotechnical measures in hop production. Pruning removes annual wood and thus the excess buds, regulates the dynamics of growth, the development and fertility of the plantation, keeps the rhizomes at the proper depth, and maintains and controls the health of hop plants. Hop is a perennial, dioecious climbing plant that requires a support for climbing during its growth. Hop vines require support as soon as they begin to develop after the spring pruning. By the end of April, the twine is strung across hop fields. First, the twine is tied to the trellis by workers standing on the tractor-pulled tower. After that, a knot is tied in the lower section of the twine and manually poked in the ground. Training of the hop shoots is done manually. To begin with, we have to select the shoots from the middle of the rhizome and remove the outer ones when they reach 15 to 30 centimeters in length. After about 2 weeks, when the shoots are 50 to 70 centimeters long, we select 3 to 4 shoots per twine, which have to be of the same length, and train them on the twine. We leave one spare shoot, while the rest are removed. We tackle any problems and finish the process with 2 more cleanings in the coming weeks. During the growth, hop plants are nourished with mineral and foliar fertilizers, irrigated and sprayed according to the spraying program and spraying forecast. This forecast is based on the identification of different diseases and pests. As a result, we only spray when pests appear and rigorously adhere to the spraying schedule. Weeds are destroyed mechanically. Soil crust is loosened, soil is aerated, excessive evaporation of water is prevented, weeds are eliminated, and mineral fertilizers are applied to the soil by cultivating and shedding plants with soil. Catch crops are sown between the rows after the last shedding of plants with soil at the beginning of July. After the rain period, good ground cover prevents soil swamping and makes driving in hop plantations easier. After the hop harvest, catch crops capture nutrients in the soil that would otherwise be lost to the environment in the autumn. They limit weed expansion and boost soil organic matter by plowing them into the soil. The hop harvest begins in mid-August and ends in mid-September. The above-ground biomass of plants is removed from the field and cones are separated from stems and leaves using a harvest machine, then dried before being sold to brewers. Hop leaves and stems are thrown out of the harvest machine as residual biomass. The majority of hop growers in Slovenia use plastic twine to support hop plants, which will be replaced with biodegradable twine, which is 100% compostable. Hop cones are the only valuable product of the hop plant, while the remaining biomass, that are vines and leaves, which accounts for 2/3 of harvested biomass, is discarded as a non-compostable waste due to the plastic twine. After being replaced with compostable twine, this biomass becomes a valuable resource for composting and producing own organic fertilizers on the hop farm. In late autumn, primary tillage is carried out by plowing the soil between the rows and leaving it in a raw furrow for the winter. It is recommended also to loosen the compacted soil first. At the same time, organic fertilizers or liming material are applied to the soil. However, every 10 to 15 years an old hop plantation is dug up. Other crops are grown there for 2 years, allowing the soil to recover from the monoculture. After that, a new plantation is planted. Planting can be done in autumn or spring. After harvest, hop plants go dormant in the winter, thus waiting for the following hop growing season, while hop biomass is composted and matured in covered heaps. Mature compost is applied to agricultural land in late spring.
This video was made with a contribution of the EU LIFE program.